Good morning, everyone. It is a brand new, beautiful day. And we have Archangel Raphael is with me today. And it's going to be very exciting. Today is about deliberate healing. Deliberate healing. And how each and every one of us has within us the ability to deliberately heal our bodies and our minds and our souls. We are not bound by the old model that we need to have something outside of us to correct who and what we are. And that's a fascinating thing, that you can deliberately heal your body. And some of the things that we're going to be covering today are going to be why and how you can heal your body. Why and how you can heal your body. The reason this is coming up today is because of an event that happened yesterday with an individual who cannot be named, good morning, discovering that they had what they would call something that was very uncomfortable for their body. And we had them go into the energy of what it was that the body represented, the symptomal energy, the energy that was stored in the part of the body that was dysfunctional or suffering or pain or disease or whatever you want to call it. And Raphael came in and he directed them to change the energy with a different vibration in the condition of that part of their body. And this is not unusual. We all have the ability to deliberately heal our bodies. Every one of us has the ability to deliberately heal our bodies. Not by chance, not by hope, but deliberately and intentionally. Yes. So Raphael is going to be discussing some fundamental principles of how energy works in the process of healing, which is very exciting. Understand from the perspective of basic electronics, if you look at your body as an electrical system, from the perspective of it being an electrical system which energy moves through, and an example would be any system that can conduct electrical energy will produce an electric current. Any substance that can allow a flow of electrons to move through it will produce an electromagnetic field. And our bodies are electrical in nature. They are a flow of electrical energy. There's sciences like Qigong and acupuncture and acupressure, Reiki, many of these healing sciences that recognize that by adjusting or changing the way energy flows through the biology, that you could affect a change in biology. Raphael wants to take that a step further. It's not enough to just redirect the flow of energy. It's important to change or transform or transmute the energy, to change, transform, transmute the energy that exists at the point of matter where you are seeking to establish the free flow of electrons. But it does no good to establish a free flow of electrons if the initial energy that created the condition in the body has not been ameliorated. If that energy is still in the system, it will return to its point. So he's saying much like an elastic band, you can change, you can stretch it out so you can get the flow of electrons going through getting a physical treatment done and reestablish a flow of electrons, and the symptoms disappear. But it's kind of like stretching an elastic. Once you let the elastic go, it goes back. You have to remove the emotional energy that's connected to that point of time and space and where your body is storing the emotion, that's connected to the symptoms. The cause whether it is an external cause or an internal cause, still has its root in energy. And all energy in its last analysis is emotion, energy in motion. It can't be created, it cannot be destroyed. However, it can be changed by you from one state of function to another. As easily as you can open and close your hand and change the function of your hand, so too can you alter the function of a tumor, the function of a disease. They are foundational manifestations of energy that can be not destroyed, but they can be changed from one state into another. The concept of trying to destroy something is an illusion, but the concept of transforming energy from one state into another is what will liberate you in becoming the healer that each and every one of you innately and naturally is. You are a healing consciousness. The true nature of what you are is a healing consciousness, based and rooted in the very essence of life itself, which you are, which you all are. And so our meditation today will be on deliberate healing. And what we will ask you to do is to pick a particular area in your physical form that is disturbing you in some way, to deliberately pick a part of your body that is disturbing you, and be willing to walk through this meditation with us to effect your own change in the matter, in the matter that you are dealing with, which is your body, and the energy that you have stored there, whether you have done it consciously or unconsciously. It is often done unconsciously because you watch shows or you engage in things or conversations or you think thoughts without thinking you're thinking thoughts, and you produce detrimental energies in your body. If you are attached to the vibration of joy and excitement, your body responds in a very precise way. If you're attached to the concept of suffering and pain and aging and death and dying, then you will experience a different experience in the matter of your body. But in the last analysis, you are still working with energy. It cannot be created nor destroyed. It can merely be changed from one state into another state. You see this in nature around you all of the time, but the same relationship that you see in the changing of the seasons in nature around you exists as the ability you have in changing the energy within you. You are the light and the life. And when you recognize that, and you view that the nature of your body is no different than the nature of the world, then you, as the director of the flows of energy through matter in your body, can alter the seasonal conditions in your body. This is not something new. Many of you have heard of these ideas. The idea of miracles are simply the understanding of the way in which energy can be transformed from one state into another, whether those conditions be in your own body or the world around you. You are able to deliberately affect change in matter, energy. They are the same thing. Matter and energy are the same thing, merely a difference in the degree of their density, their molecular density, but the principles of energy remain universal, whether it is in the tiny grain of sand or in an entire universe. The principles of the transmutation of radiant or radial energy from one state into another remains in the hands and minds and hearts of those who are aware of whom they are. Know thyself. You are the awareness within the form. Do not mistake the form as being yourself, for then you will be subjective to that self as what it contains within it, whether you've acquired information genetically or whether you've acquired information through your 5 physical senses in this particular lifetime. Whatever it is you choose to harbor in your system will bear results in the system and around the system. Wow. So this is really fascinating, understanding this simple principle of energy. So deliberate healing is going to be the meditation today. And if you've understood what we've said so far, that your awareness is the light and the life that can interact with the energy within the system to transform, transmute, or change it, to change it from one state to another. You cannot destroy energy. Whether it's in a physical form, you can change the form. You can blow up a planet, you can blow up a city, you can kill a body, but you cannot destroy energy. You can only change it from one state to another. And you cannot, in any stretch of the word, destroy a soul. A soul is immortal and beyond the tethers of matter, in truth. When you recognize these simple fundamental ideas and you are able to apply them, this information, deliberately and consciously in your life, you will find what you call ultimate freedom unfolding in your world. To know that you are no longer subjective to suffering by the mere choice of enacting a different quality of energy in what you are being, thereby learning to transform and change the matter of your life, whether it is the matter of your life in your physical body or the matter of your life in this world that you've manifested around you, collectively and individually. For there are many individual experiences on this planet, on many different degrees of experiences that are direct results of that individual awareness's ability to alter, change, and transform energy from one state of being into another. And so our goal here today is to give you the opportunity to deliberately experience your self-awareness as the deliberate energy altering the energy in the form, deliberately and intentionally altering the energy in your form. And we can assure you that in doing so, that you will learn that you can also alter the energy in the world around you. And it is happening right now. You can see it occurring. All of you can see this, but many of you think you are subjective to it. Many of you think that you are amenable to this world and not realizing that the world is actually amenable to you. And the healing process is not simply correcting just detrimental conditions in your physiology that may be impeding your physical functioning. Healing is about understanding your capacity to transform and execute specific changes in time-space as you would will them to be, as you could imagine them to be, as you can feel them to be. For at the fundamental root of all this is energy, which is emotion. And your ability to deliberately articulate a new emotional energy into an old emotional energy will cause a process of transformation. Much the same way as you can add a drop of dye to a glass of water. When you start to add new energy to conditions in your life, you will change it. The water will change color as you add the dye. As you add a different quality of emotional energy to the conditions in your life, you are adding so-called a dye to your life to transform, to transmute the appearance of energy from one state into another so that the being of that form changes. And the meditation will not take that long. It will only take 10 to 12 minutes. It does not take long to become aware that you can change the conditions in your world once you apply your awareness to experiencing that, which is why we do these weekly meditations with you now, so that you understand through the application of your awareness that you can alter matter far more deliberately, far more precisely than anyone in this world, especially those in positions of power, would bother to tell you. For there are those who benefit from suffering as there are those who benefit from your well-being. And you're free to choose which one to align yourself to. But it does not matter what the world tells you anymore once you can experience the experience of your ability to transform and alter your physical reality. When you experience that reality, you will become free from this world, free to manifest and produce in this world the vibrational being of your nature that you came here to extend into time and space. You came here to offer something that only you could offer through that form in this world. And the only way to understand how to do that is to understand that you are the creative intelligence that came into that form, and that you can alter the form, and you can alter this thing you call time and space. They're all just energy. It's all just energy. Yes. So Raphael will be joining all of us, whoever's here now, and those of you that will watch the replay later. I can assure you, you will feel the energy of Raphael from this process. As I am right now, I feel the beautiful, gentle heat. It's like a green energy just flowing around my body and through my body. You will experience this. So whether you're watching the replay or you're watching this live, you'll experience his energy with you as you go through this process. He says the idea in experiencing his energy with you is not to become dependent on him, but to become aware that there are different elements in consciousness that you can align yourself with in order to promote your evolution in the experience of being in this physical dimension. We seek for you to liberate yourself as we have liberated ourselves. Whether you are in the body or not in the body, the process of growth and evolution is universal across all timelines and all dimensions. The process of deliberate evolution is universal in all dimensions and in all timelines, but it must be done consciously. It cannot happen automatically. Well, some might argue that you see this nature happening automatically around you, but it is not. It is an effect of an intelligent, deliberate consciousness that is asserting its creative will that you observe with your senses in time-space. You are not the only creation in creation, the only awareness to exist. You are not the only dimension. Yes. So we're going to do 3 or 4 questions before we begin the process of meditation. Again, it will be 10 to 12 minutes long, so it's not going to take that much time, and we're doing really good on time. Awesome, Possum. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So let's get into a couple of questions here. I want to say good morning to everybody. Welcome. Please remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share this message. There is no greater time for humanity, for humans, individuals, to recognize that they are creative soul, that you are not at the behest of the world. The world is literally at your command. Your body is at your command. And what you think and what you feel affects what you're commanding into existence. What you think, what you feel is commanding what comes into your existence. Please be aware of that. We try very diligently to get you to wake up. Hello, South Africa. Hello. A question from Blaine for a higher self. Am I still being attacked by lower dimensional forms? How much longer will the war between light and dark continue? He's giggling. He says, if you are of that perception, then let it go. Let go of that perception, or even the awareness of that. In your light, in the extension of your light to that which you call dark, will the dark dissipate. In that process, the deliberate extension of your light to these lower vibrational energies will lift you up. It's kind of like spiritual jet fuel in that you put out love and it lifts you higher. You put out light, it takes you up. It is important and simple. Once you understand that you, as the awareness, control and direct qualities and quantities of energy that you can call in a spectrum from fear to love. You can choose from God's table that which you will eat of and that which you will offer others. And there are those that you may offer a really good food to, and they will not want to eat it. They will leave because they do not like what you serve them. So offer them a meal that they might not be able to digest, but offer it from love, and you will be surprised at what can happen. Thank you, Blaine. Good morning. Question from Lauren. Can I use this meditation technique for transmuting labor pain? And what do I focus on specifically? Great question, Lauren. Absolutely. Absolutely. When you embrace your experiences, this is from Raphael to you. When you embrace your experiences from the feeling of love, the acceptance of what is from love, then you move with it, not against it. Your separateness from the experience is what will create the discomfort. Your separation from the very creation that you're bringing into manifestation will create your discomfort. To align yourself to the recognition that you have brought this energy forth, that this new being, that you've given permission to use your container to manifest this creation, to allow it, to align yourself to that, to accept that which you have created with love and joy, and you have on one level, but your fear of what your body may do is unfounded, for your body will do what it needs to. You may perceive it as pain, or you may perceive it as the actions of creation that you have deliberately set in motion. And if you view and feel these conditions that you call contractions from that perspective, that it is your creation, it is your contraction, it is your effort, your work to bring forth this creation, if you understand that and feel that, you will feel no pain. You will feel the joy in actively participating in your deliberate creation. And there are many, many, many females on this planet that know and do what we have spoken, that recognize and engage with great zest and delight in the excitement of creation, of bringing forth a creation. And women are afforded that wonderful gift that no male on this planet can possibly comprehend, the realization that you create life. Your thoughts, your emotions create life, your actions. And while men can do this also, they cannot give birth to a child. They cannot actively bring a physical form into manifestation, except for their little part that they add to it in the beginning. But they too, with you, can accept the idea of their creation. They can hold your hand and lovingly engage and be with you in every movement, and know that collectively you jointly decided to do this together. And you can jointly go into the bliss that every contraction is your creation in action, your deliberate creation, and you are doing it. Choose to go with it. You will find no pain. You will find great anticipation and delight. Great anticipation and delight, like Christmas. As a child, what you call this thing Christmas, when you would anticipate the present coming. Well, be there, for you are bringing forth a great gift. And is not this wonderful? Is not this what you wished? To be excited and delighted by your gift? Thank you so much. Thank you for that question, Lauren. Lauren, this is another Lauren. What are the purposes of chakras? The purpose of what you call chakras is to maintain localized points of energy in the body for different dimensional utilizations of working with energy on this physical dimension. When all of these systems are harmoniously united, your creative potential in this world you call Earth is unbound. When they are aligned, and they are deliberately aligned, and you are in alignment, and you have put them in alignment, the deliberate flow of energy in the process of your creating is unbounded and unlimited and liberated into this physical dimension. As equally as the feedback of your creation comes back to the source, back to you. Very few of you have deliberately aligned all of these and recognized that there is a free flow in all of these being united. There's a transcendent creation that spontaneously unfolds when you have deliberately aligned all of these different dimensional centers in your body. There is a deliberate energy that alters this reality when these are in deliberate alignment by you consciously. And then they are not separate. Then it is just you being what you are on all levels. Thank you for that, Lauren. Wow, thank you so much. I'm going to take 2 more questions, then we're going to start the meditation. From Deanna. I'm going to this. Can you kindly describe grace? She wants you to describe grace. He said, first of all, he's saying there's great joy in your recognition that there is still separateness between you and your form. The vibration that you call grace is one of knowing that from you, what you are as an extension of infinite light, what you are is without limit. And therefore, everything that you put your attention to becomes enlivened, enlightened, imbued with your grace, your light, the quality of your being. And all things respond to that. All things respond to that. But you must know this. It cannot be just a thinking idea in your mind. Grace is not just an idea in your mind. It is a knowing of what you are being as an energy. To understand that grace is the completion. Grace is the completion of love being extended without condition. This is the simplest definition that I could offer you at this time. Wow. Thank you. I'm going to have to watch that one over again. I have to listen to that one again. Wow. I'm trying to remember what he just said. We'll get back to it later. Okay, one more question, then we're going to do, yes. Question from Michelle. How can I deal with the horrible, painful itch rash I experience as a side effect of my preventative cancer treatments, or do I stop the treatments? This is a great question. And he's saying to me right now, Michelle, you will have a knowing. He's saying you will have a knowing of this during and after the meditation. You'll have a knowing of this. This is so important. He's saying experience is greater than language. Experience is greater than language. You don't need a word to know what hot or cold is, but your experience will tell you so. The word is just a label, and the label is not the experience. So in your experience with us today, you will have a knowing of what this is for you. Wow, thank you. Okay, you can take one more question? Okay, perfect. No, that was it. God, you guys are good. I love how these guys do this. It is amazing. When you start tapping into the different realms of consciousness and energy that are available to all of us, no matter what age you are, there is within you and around you a consciousness that knows how to organize matter beyond what you think you can, but not beyond who you are. Beyond what you think you can, but not beyond who you are. And who you are is not the thoughts in your mind. Who you are is not this physical body. Who you are is a consciousness and an awareness and energy that is working through this thing called matter. When you begin to understand that and become competently aware, those are his words, competently aware that you utilize indirect energy, what you can do with your hand, even nerves that have been severed in the body, even nerves when they've been severed in the body, you can deliberately with your awareness build a new pathway, a new neurological pathway. Every single cell, thank you, every single cell in our bodies contains the full knowledge of the whole body. Every cell in your body contains the whole knowing of your body. It's contained in the DNA packet in every cell. And you can stimulate cells to pick up new functions. They're proving this with stem cells, although they're undifferentiated. But any cell, whether it's a stem cell or a regular cell, if you give a cell new instructions with emotions repeatedly, the cell will begin to change its function. Just the same way as you taught the fingers in your hand to do very specific things. The same way yoga masters can do incredible postures with their body. They've instructed the cells to function differently than the normal conditioning of their acquired genetics would allow. They rewrite their DNA. They recondition the body to a whole new state of being. And so you can literally instruct with enough, he's stressing this, there has to be a strong enough emotional charge. If you want to rebuild neural pathways to the body, like damaged cells, damaged nerves, you have to stay in a state of emotional excitement energy, like clear, vivid energy of feeling the sensation there, a clear, vivid feeling energy of it, and you have to maintain it until the cell learns the new behavior. Your cells have to learn new behaviors, just like children had to learn to walk and talk. Just like if you want to do something new in your life, you have to go out and learn it. We have to instruct your cells, because I'm instructing these cells to open and close, right? And if a nerve is cut and doesn't let that finger move, I have to stay emotionally supercharged up about the energy until the cells that are in that finger begin to respond. They receive the new vibration over a period of time. They receive the vibration over a new period of time and pick up the new function. And they will. There's a gentleman in Australia. I mean, you can look online. People who learn to walk again. People that have learned to gain mobility back who were told they would never be able to walk or talk again. They got emotionally committed. Emotional commitment is greater than just the thought. The thought of itself, the thought I want to walk again, the thought I want to feel again, the thought I want to be healed and whole is not enough. It is the emotion sustained with great passion, thank you, and integrity. Great passion and integrity that reorganizes your cells. But this must be done consistently. What we will give you today is a simple meditation upon which you may build an emotional energy that you may alter the conditions of your body deliberately and intentionally as you need to. Wow. I am so grateful, guys. I really am grateful that I get to be here with you and that you get to be here with me. This is such an amazing time on this planet. It really, really is. The things that are going to be unfolding in the coming weeks. I mean, Gaia earlier this week said she's going to become very active, which she has. There's been an uptick in seismic activity. She's trying to discharge a lot of the fear energy that people are living in. People don't realize when they're in a state of fear, they're radiating that energy. And the air picks it up, the animals pick it up, the earth picks it up, and it reacts electrically. So getting our consciousness as a species away from collective fear, saying enough, we are not going to live from fear, we're going to live from love. We have to decide it. Each of us has to decide it, and collectively if we have to decide that. And it can't be achieved through force or domination. You cannot get rid of fear. You cannot establish peace from war. You cannot get you get love from fear. You cannot control people and expect them to feel loved. It doesn't work. So Gaia has become very active. And what Gabrielle is saying today is learning that you are the director of emotional energy, that you can deliberately and intentionally access emotional energy and change your world. It's the only way you can do it. A thought is nothing on its own. A thought is just a small electrical blip. But you add emotional energy to that thought. You add emotion to that energy. Suddenly that blip goes and gains energy. It gains amplitude. It gains strength. It gains power. And we're going to give you a little experience of that in your body. So for those of you that have just arrived, choose something in your body that's bothering you. I mean, if you want, you can choose something in the world that's bothering you too, but we recommend for your own personal experience, because this is about you knowing within your knowing. It's not about, once you know it in here, it's a truth. Once you know that you know, it's a truth. Those people that fly around in squirrel suits, I don't believe I can do that, but they do, because they've done it. They know it. They've gotten to a knowing. So your experience gives you a knowing. And it's going to be a very simple meditation. They never do anything complex with us. In fact, even in our courses and classes, they're getting simpler and simpler and simpler, because they're saying time is really important right now. That everything's being brought down to a present moment. We're actually literally being moved away from fear to love, and it's amazing to see how it all comes up. So it'll be very simple. We're going to do some deep breathing. You're going to move your awareness to different points of time and space in your body and around your body, and then we're going to have you interact. We're going to have you interact with that part of your body that you want to change, or the condition in your body you want to alter. And what's most important here is that you allow yourself to be aware of how the part that you're going to interact with is responding to your interaction with it. Because just as my hand responds to me interacting with it open and closed, I'm interacting with my hand for it to do that. And it responds. So too will different parts of your body, whether it's a sore knee or a tight neck or shoulders or a chronic headache. The energy, the condition, the consciousness there will respond to you when you interact with it from a different perspective of awareness. Most people think, oh, my head is killing me, and they're in the pain as the pain, so they can't change it. This takes you into the place where you're aware of it, and you interact with it differently than you have been. Very exciting. So we'll do some deep breathing. You're going to get relaxed and calm and peaceful. And then we're going to take you into different points of time and space in and around your body, so you can get the body into a state so it will be responsive, so that your cells are receptive to your interaction with it. Because your cells have to be receptive to receive your new emotional energy, the new vibration you want to give it. The cells have to be receptive. If you're upset or you're frustrated, your cells are not going to be receptive to love if your body's in a state of anxiety. But when they're in a state of relaxed, calm, poise. When your body's in that state, it can receive new instructions because it's not preoccupied with anything else. So you're getting your body into a receptive state so that your awareness and what we will suggest you give to that part of your body, you can feel how your energy, you're giving it these ideas, this information to those parts of the body, changes it. Because it's your experience of it that will teach you what is true from within yourself. And they always tell me this, they say, nobody's going to learn anything new from what you say, William. They're only going to learn something new from what they do. And so here we are. So take a long, slow, actually, before we begin, get some water. Please, I request you take a nice sip of water before we begin this process. I have to grab my glass of water. I just left it on the counter over there. I'll just be a second. Very important that you drink water before you meditate. Drink water before you do any sort of inner work. When you do inner work, it changes the way electrical energy flows through your brain and your body. And your body then begins to produce more energy or utilize energy more expediently, because now you're changing the frequency. So in meditation, your energy goes up, your awareness expands, and you access higher frequencies of energy. You want to make certain you hydrate the body before meditating and immediately after meditating. Drink some more water, and then go outside and spend about 20 minutes walking around on the ground somewhere, or putting your hand on a tree. But ground. When you meditate, you want to ground the energy, the vibration into your DNA so your body remembers it. Thank you. All right. All right now. So let's get comfortable. And let's take a long, slow, deep breath. And when you take this breath, breathe it in through the nose. Hold your breath for 3 seconds. Feel the tension in your body build up, and then exhale, okay? That's what we're going to do the first breath. So let's draw a breath in now. Hold it for 3 seconds. And as you exhale, give the body permission to relax. And take another slow, deep breath. And hold it for 5 seconds this time. And as you exhale, allow all of the tension to drain out from your body. Give your body permission to relax and let go for these few minutes. And take another slow, deep breath. And hold it. And as you exhale, allow your body to go deeper. With your awareness now, scan through your body from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, and give every muscle in your body permission to relax. giving every muscle in your body permission to relax. Feel them relaxing as you give them permission. All the way down to the tips of your toes. And then move your awareness, scan the body up. And again, give all the muscles in your body permission to relax even more. Now breathe deeply. Breathe deeply and expand your awareness to encompass your body. Become aware of the space that your body occupies. Become aware of the space your body occupies, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, from one side to the other, from the front to the back. Just feel the space. Now, to the space of your body, we want you to think the following thought into the space of your body. I'm willing to love you, even if I do not understand you. I'm willing to love you, even if I do not understand you. Now move your awareness to that point in your physical body where you want to effect a transformation of energy there. And become aware of the space that that point in your body occupies. Become aware of its space. Feel the space it occupies with your awareness. And we want you to think the following thought into that space. Think the following thought into that space. I am here because I'm willing to love you and take care of you as you need me to. And also think, and I am grateful for what you have done on my behalf. I am grateful for what you have done on my behalf. And now it's time to give you the love that you have been calling me for. It is time to give you the love you have been calling me for. And whatever is a vibration of love for you at this time, extend it to this part in your body. And as you extend this vibration of love as you know it to be, feel how that part in your body is responding to what you are offering. Feel it responding to what you are offering as love. Be aware of any changes in its energy. And think this thought: no matter what I've thought or felt or believed about you, I am willing to love you, even if I do not understand you. Give that thought. Give that thought with that intention. No matter what I've thought or felt or believed about you, I am willing to love you, even if I do not understand you. Feel how it responds. If you feel it needs more, give it that energy again. No matter what I've thought or felt or believed about you, I'm willing to love you, even if I don't understand you. And just allow yourself to experience the way that energy has changed during this time. Know that you can repeat this process anytime and improve, enhance, and intensify the positive results. So take a long, slow, deep breath and expand your awareness back to being aware of the space that your body occupies. And just become aware of the space that your entire body occupies. And to the space that your body occupies, think the following thought: thank you for allowing me to experience life in this world through you. Thank you for allowing me to experience life in this world through you. Feel how your body responds to that statement. Thank you for allowing me to experience life through you in this world. Feel how the body responds. Now take another slow, deep breath and bring your awareness into your body as you breathe in. Breathe your awareness back into your body. And feel the vibration of your body now and compare it to what you remember before you began. Become aware of the difference in the energy of your body now compared to how it was just prior to beginning. And very gently, when you're ready, open your eyes and bring yourself into this present moment, but feeling the energy of what occurred and what is occurring in your body. Just be aware of the vibrations of energy in your body at this time. And please also take another drink of water. I invite all of you that participated to please leave a comment about your experience in the comment section, because your experience will add to other people's experience. When we share what we know, we all grow. When we share what we know, we all grow. So please share any comments, questions, or concerns you have about your experience with others. And we're going to take about another 3 or 4 questions, and then we're going to go off into other realms of experience in this time space through this body. Remember, your body is not who you are. It is a vehicle that you use in time and space. It can be affected by the stuff in this world, but you are greater than this. You are greater than all of this. And when you understand your ability to alter matter through the deliberate use of what you are, the light that you are, when you know how to use your light differently, when you're differently enabled, you can alter many things in this world. There's nothing will be impossible to you, nothing at all. From the perspective of knowing, in theory, it's just a theory. Or if you just consider it for the first time, it might be just a fantasy that you can heal your liver, or you can heal your lungs, or you can heal that headache. It's just a theory because you're so used to believing that you have to take a pill or a drug. But when you come into a knowing, when you come into an experience of an actual change in your biology as a result of how you interact with it as an awareness, you move into knowing. Now you become aware that you can change reality that you call reality into whatever you choose it to be. Again, it's just exciting. And I want to thank Raphael for being with us today so much. We'll take a couple of questions before we depart. I don't know. I could feel him throughout the whole thing, like this, literally, like this intense green energy just pouring through me in my body. So whatever your experience is of that, please share them with everybody else. I'm just going to see if we have any questions, and we'll go to that. Let's see here. Just going to scroll up here. Wonderful. You're welcome. Wonderful. Yes. Question from Sharon. I have had 2 days of severe lower back pain. Am I resisting my creative energy, and why? Sharon, if you did the meditation, please leave what's occurred for you. If you did the meditation, if you haven't done the meditation, do the meditation after, and you'll answer that question yourself. Remember, whatever it is, whether it's pain or excitement, it's just energy. Emotion is the 5th state of energy, and it organizes matter. And you are the awareness. You are in the 6th state of energy. You as an awareness. You can organize matter with your awareness, which is why they have us doing these meditations each and every week. Oh, you're welcome, SJK. And for those of you that I want to thank those of you that brought it to my attention when these meditation videos, there will be no longer commercials or any ads running during the meditations. I've made that correction. So thank you for bringing that to my attention, and I apologize for that. I've taken off the ones that we've done that I can find. But yeah. Question from Anthony to my guides. I'm still with the woman who broke my heart. How can I heal my heart? Well, if you've done the meditation, you'll be experiencing a difference. When you change energy, when you change emotional energy in your body, it changes things in your world. You know, it really does. I hope you understand that. When you start changing it inside your system, it starts changing around you too. Because what you put out through the system is filtered based on what you have in the system, right? So you want to become mindful of that. So Lauren is saying, I felt relaxed and my body felt happy and empowered. I thank you, Archangel Raphaelle. Yeah, it's wonderful. Question from Valera. What is this itching and stinging sensation in my hands and feet? What is that? Okay, you need to go out. He's saying you need to go out. You need to get your feet on the earth. There's energy that you have to discharge from your system. Go out, get your hands and feet on the earth if you can. Allow the earth's electrical energy to enter your body, to reorganize it. We live in an electrical universe, folks. It's all electrical energy in this dimension. Yeah. Get your hands and feet on earth, so that you can discharge some of it. You can also use the energy for healing. You can take your hands and put that energy in different points of the body. And yeah, I understand that. You're welcome. Well, guys, it's been a great session. I want to thank Archangel Raphael for sharing all this wisdom with us. And I want to welcome the new visitors, and thank you for subscribing to my channel. Please remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel. Oh, we've got a question popped up. All that. We still got 4 minutes left. Does Archangel Raphael work with me when I'm sending healing? Yes. Yes, he works with anybody who's doing actual healing work. Raphael will work with you. When you understand the concept of expanded awareness, you'll recognize why the masters can be in multiple places at the same time. Much the same way as, although I'm in this body, I can have all these things going on with my body. I can got one hand doing this, another foot doing this. I can be talking and answering the question at the same time. So all these different things can be going on simultaneously, but my awareness is able to articulate at any one of these points because my awareness is expanded. So the masters can expand their awareness to encompass more time and space, so they can and energetically be in different points of time and space and not lose the functionality of their abilities at any one of those points. Because that's been a question that's come up a few times. How can Jesus be in 5,000 places at once or 10 million places at once? Because their awareness is so vastly different than what ours is. It's so much more expanded than what ours is. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, you can put your hands on a tree. That's a really good one. Thank you. Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you, Janine. Well, guys, thanks again for showing up today. Remember to share these videos, like the video, subscribe to my channel. If you want to support this work, you can use the super chats. You can go to my Patreon page, and you can become a Patreon member on my Patreon page. All the links are on all of my videos. Also, there's you can use my PayPal me through my email address. There's lots of ways you can help these messages continue to come out, and we also support a good cause. We support a group called rrescue.org, which is an organization that goes out and rescues people that are, especially children, that are caught up in the global sex slave trade, and they go and they rescue children from these people that kidnap them and steal these kids. So yeah, 20% of everything we make from YouTube and Patreon goes towards that. And so you're supporting a really good cause that way. So everyone, have a joyful day. We'll see you on Monday on Shortcuts for Your Soul. And again, much love to all of you. Bye for now.